Hi, I am M. Jagadish, Associate Professor in CSC Department. In this session, we discuss about pointers in C++. Now let's do the pointers. First of all, pointer. Pointer is nothing but a variable which holds the memory address of another variable. See, generally in variable we can store the value, but here it is a special variable in which we can store the address. So address of a variable, that to another variable, not the same variable, address of another variable will be stored in a pointer. So now here we just go to specify the features of pointers in C++. See, basically pointer provides to access the memory location directly. So through pointers, we can access the memory locations directly, and whatever the operations that we can perform the operations on the memory directly based on the requirements. And also, pointers supports dynamic allocation modules, dynamic allocation routines. So dynamic allocation that indicates dynamic memory allocation and memory deallocation modules. For these modules, the pointers will give the supports. And also, pointers can improve the efficiency of certain routines. When we just go to execute some type of modules, the module's efficiency can be increased by means of pointers. These are nothing but the features of the pointers. Now here we just go to discuss about the declaration and initialization of pointers. Now come to the first of all, how to declare a pointer variable. Generally, when you just go to declare a normal variable, you declare a normal variable with appropriate data type. Apart from this, here we just go to add the additional operator. Here we just go to add additional operator, that is nothing but unary operator asterisk. So to declare a pointer variable, we use a syntax like type asterisk variable name semicolon. So in the place of type, you can specify any data type like inch, floats, char, any data type you can specify. Then pointer variable name, pointer IPTR, pointer FPTR, pointer CPTR. Come to the first one, pointer IPTR, that indicates here it is an integral pointer variable which points to integer variable location, variable location, that indicates when you just go to specify IPTR stores the address of another variable, that another variable must be the integer variable. That's actually meaning of this statement. Similarly, float pointer FPTR, that indicates it is a float type pointer variable. This will point to another float type variable location. Similarly, pointer CPTR, that indicates it is a character type pointer variable. It points to another character type variable location. So likewise, we just go to specify the declaration of pointers. So when you just go to work with the pointers, definitely you have to use two special operators. One is nothing but the asterisk, and one more is nothing but ampersand. So here we have to use two things. Ampersand is nothing but used to specify the address of the operand, and this is nothing but this operator is used nothing but to retrieve the value at a particular address. Now look at this. Take the example. Int I is equal to 25 means the value 25 is stored in the I variable. Now come to the next one. Int pointer IPTR. Now this is nothing much a pointer variable. When we declare a pointer variable, then definitely immediately we must allocate the address of another variable to pointer variable. Here the another variable is nothing but I, the two of integer data type. Now we are allocating I address to the pointer variable. Here the pointer variable is nothing but IPTR. So IPTR is equal to address I. So these are the two operators which we have to use when we are working with pointers. Then come to the example program, how it will work. So look at this. The first is nothing but I was a train. Then using namespace std as usual. Then come to the next one, main function, open brace. Here I am declaring our normal variable var and assigning the value 5 to var with data type inch. Then I am declaring the point variable pointer point var of integral data type So now I am allocating address of var to point var. Why? Because means point var is point variable. So to pointer variable, definitely we must allocate the address of another variable. So point var is equal to address of var. When I just go to print the var value, so var is equal to, which will be displayed on the output screen. This statement will display on the output screen. Then var is equal to the value which is stored in the var variable, that is 5. Then come to the next statement, address of var. Address of var means, for example, whatever the address that is allocated to var, for example, assume 2000. This is the memory address of the variable var. So that particular variable will be, that particular memory location address will be displayed. Then come to the next one. Here we just go to discuss the next statement. See yours. Point var is equal to point var. Point var, that indicates. So look at this particular one. What is stored in the point var? That is nothing but address. So address of var, the same value which we print earlier, the same value will be displayed here. Now, next see yours, content of address pointed to by point var. Now here I just go to print pointer point var. So pointer point var means the value which is stored in this address. The value which is stored in the address is nothing but 5. So according to this particular program, first it displays var is equal to 5. Then it displays the address of var. Address of var is nothing but this one. And then again point var. Point var contains address of var. So same thing will done. Same thing will displays. Then next point var. Point var will points to the value which is stored in this address. So value stored in this address is nothing but 5. So I can displays 5 as the output. So this is nothing but pointer. Now zero pointer. See, there is a special pointer which is nothing but zero pointer. Remember forever, when you declare one particular variable as a pointer variable, then definitely you must initialize some particular address, valid address to the pointer variable. It will not uninitialized. If it is not initialized, then automatically in some cases it generates error which leads to the crash of a program. So definitely you must initialize something. Even if you not initialize the address of any variable, simply you can initialize a value null to the pointer variable. When you initialize the null to a pointer variable, you can call this particular pointer is nothing but null pointer or zero pointer. If you initialize the value null to pointer variable, you can call that particular value is nothing but, or that particular pointer is nothing but null pointer or zero pointer. And especially in C++, null PTR keyword is there. Null PTR keyword is there, which will initializes or which assigns the null value to a pointer variable. This is nothing but the zero pointer or null pointer. Then we'll go to the program. Now look at this here. We'll discuss about the working of null pointer. Now here, just going to discuss about a program related to the zero pointer, which indicates how to work with null pointer. See, look at this. Here first as it is, header file iostream, then using namespace std, then main function, open brace, then int pointer ptr is equal to null. That indicates here I am assigning a null value to pointer variable. So when I assigns a null value to pointer variable, that indicates it stores 0. So when I just go to print the value of pointer ptr, it results in 0. So the value of ptr is, now I am printing a value. So when I just go to print a value, it returns 0. So this is nothing but the way how we just go to work with null pointer. Then come to the next one, pointer arithmetic. You can perform arithmetic operations using pointers. So like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, increment, decrement, whatever the operations that you want to perform, you can perform on the pointers. For example, here we just have a look how to perform arithmetic operations on pointers. So if you want to add a one value to a pointer, you can add one value. If you want to decrement one value to a pointer, you can decrement by means of increment and decrement operators. IPTR plus plus, which will increases the value 1, and also IPTR minus minus, which will increases the which will decreases the value by 1. So you can increase or decrease the pointer variable values also. This is nothing much the pointer arithmetic operations. Now just have a look on this particular one. See here in this example program, same as it is, header file, namespace, main. Then come to the next one. Here I am declaring one variable, array variable, and I am initializing the values 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 to the array variable. And then I am declaring one particular pointer variable, int pointer my PTR. So I just go to assign the address of my array to my PTR. So basically, when we are assigning the array address, the base address of the array will be assigned to the pointer variable. Base address of the array will be assigned to pointer variable. Now, first element in the array, so pointer my PTR. Pointer my PTR will point to the first value, that is nothing but 2. So it specifies 2. Then my PTR plus plus. My PTR plus plus means now the pointer is incremented to 1. That indicates it points to the next value. So next element in the array, my PTR. Now it points to 4. So it displays 4 as the output. Then my PTR plus is equal to 1. That indicates my PTR is equal to my PTR plus 1. Again, we are incrementing the pointer value by 1. That indicates now it points to 6. When I go to print my PTR, then it displays the value 6. Look at this. Then it displays the value 6 if I go to print my PTR. Then my PTR minus minus. Now again I am decreasing the value by 1. So now earlier it points to 6. When I go for the decrement, my PTR minus minus, then it points to 4. If I go to print my PTR, it points to 4, the previous value. Again, my PTR minus is equal to 1. That indicates my PTR is equal to my PTR minus 1. Again, it is decrementing one value. So when I just go to print the value pointer my PTR, it points to the previous of 4. It indicates 2. So it points the 2 value, and we just go to print that one by means of pointer my PTR. So this is the way how we just go to perform pointer arithmetic operations. You can perform arithmetic operations by means of pointers. Thank you.